Hello, and welcome to The Picture, a Koch Industry Spotlight series offering a look at the transformational and inspirational stories happening right here in Wichita. I'm Melissa Scheffler. When it comes to our jobs and the work we choose, we all want to be fulfilled at the end of the day. At Koch Industries, realizing your potential and discovering and applying your unique abilities is one of our guiding principles. This is known as self-actualization, and it can lead to more meaningful and purposeful work. Let's hear from Koch Industries Chairman and CEO Charles Koch and Johnny C. Taylor Jr., the President and CEO of SHRM, the Society for Human Resource Management, as they start a discussion about the value of self-actualization.
What part or what role do employees play in achieving and maximizing their human potential?
For us as a company, job one is empowering our employees by giving every employee the tools they need to be entrepreneurs. We can give them all the tools and support and rewards, but it's up to them to then grab hold. And so we try many ways to get them to do that, but in the final analysis, it's up to the individual employee.
So playing to your strengths is incredibly important.
Well, yes, the starting point is finding your potential, your gift, your particular aptitude, and then believing that that can make you successful. So then you're motivated to go find the best opportunities for that.
I think Koch Industries is a very unique place for every individual to self-actualize. What we're trying to do now is to really better understand what the individual is good at, what their gift is, what they're passionate about, and then craft the role around those things.
When I started at this company, I was hired in as a procurement analyst. I wanted to pursue a role in human resources. At the time, I was unaware of how to do so, so I did contact my supervisor and we talked about potential opportunities. That goes back to self-actualization. I just focused on my strengths and how I could be a better person in that role and how I could be a better HR representative for this company.
If you do that, you are constantly improving and transforming. You wake up one day and you're completely different than you were maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago because you've gained new skills, you've gained new experience, new knowledge.
It is in our best interest to ensure that when you're in the workplace, you are maximized. It will ultimately make them better individuals, better citizens, and will result in a better world.
Everybody, in my view, has a talent, a gift, some way they can contribute. And so what we need is a system that gives everybody that opportunity.
Pedro Osornio found his opportunity at Koch Industries in Wichita. It began in housekeeping. See his journey to finding his true passion for machine programming when we return. Welcome back to The Picture. When Pedro Osornio first began working at Koch Industries, it was in a contracted position on the overnight housekeeping crew. Today, he works for the company in a much different capacity. Let's hear from Pedro about how his pursuit of personal fulfillment led him to the career he was always meant for.
And actually, when I was in housekeeping, it was cleaning this company. My job was cleaning the staircase on the tower. So I had to take the elevator and come, cleaning all the way down, sweeping, and then go back and all the way down, mopping, and then cleaning the elevators and then the cafeteria. That was my job.
In search of new opportunity, Pedro left his housekeeping role, but quickly realized he was unfulfilled.
Actually, I had a job a long time ago, that they pay you $25 an hour, and you work like 14 hours a day. You had these huge checks, but it was breaking concrete. And I was like, this is not fun. I cannot do this. And everybody was like, are you gonna leave this much money? I said, but I'm not happy. I need to find, that thing that makes me feel, makes me be who I am and be happy. So I didn't know then what I like to become, but I was already looking around. I would say, something that might have a better future. And I've had a friend that worked for this company, and he was doing laser cutting. So I went there, and I started entry level. I fell in love with all the machines, and everything started from laser cutting.
With his new skills, Pedro was able to work his way back to Koch, this time in a different role.
When I came to Koch, it was a little intimidating because I was on a CO2 laser cutting, which is older than fiber optic. It requires a lot more attention. I didn't know much about that, so I had to start pretty much helper. But it was good because it showed me how to read programs and code. They put that bug in me about programming.
That experience helped Pedro self-actualize and discover his true passion for programming the laser cutting machines.
That's what I like about Koch. They're always hoping to teach you. And over here, it's just like they encourage you. They encourage you to learn, to move on. Over time, I guess you learn that that's part of it. The learning process, that no one is that special. The thing that's gonna be perfect the first time. You have to keep trying. You have to keep trying. Today, I'm a machine programmer. This is the first time that I look forward, for work on Mondays.
Like Pedro, Lynn Penny is a Koch employee who has seen her own career transform as she embraced her strengths. Today, she's called to help others do the same. We'll hear from Lynn in just a few minutes. When Lynn Penny started at Koch more than 2 decades ago, her initial focus was in IT or information technology. But over the years, she realized she had a natural knack for working with others to help them realize their own potential. Let's hear how this led Lynn to excel in the world of human resources.
How we need to prioritize their development. So I'm the Vice President of Human Resources for our Koch Global Services Group. So we're headquartered here in Wichita. I want to show you something that I've started already. We really help all KGS employees, supervisors, leaders in their self-actualization journey and their employee development.
What is self-actualization? What is it to you?
To me, it's really helping develop your own skills and abilities. So it's a continuous learning cycle. That's how I see self-actualization, is that you continue to learn about yourself, you continue to learn about your own strengths, what you like to do, what you're good at, what your unique gifts are, and then, and then tie in the areas you're passionate about.
And it can evolve, right?
Oh, yes. I started as a BSA on supporting a business on their support desk and helping them implement systems. And then as my journey evolved here at Koch, and as Koch continued to grow, and as technology continued to change, I kept on changing my role. When Richard Swan, who's the president of KGS now, reached out to me and said, Lynn, I have this opportunity for you. I'd really like you to come over and be our HR leader. I was kind of shocked. I was like, Richard, I lead IT groups. I don't lead HR teams.
So I had the opportunity to work with Lynn when she was the CIO of Koch Ag and Energy Solutions. And so as I interacted with her, I could see that she was someone who was passionate about people, passionate about helping others be successful. So take a chance, because I think you could be really successful in our organization as an IT leader, helping all of our organization, including our IT professionals, be the best IT professionals they can be the best version of themselves.
And so that's when I'm like, okay, I think I can do this.
Let's talk about Shayla then. How did you meet her? Tell me your journey with her.
Yeah, so actually it's kind of funny. She was doing more of a relationship manager role, and she wanted to get more hands-on in focusing on a team, developing a team.
There's kind of 2 things I think about Lynn in my growth, in my career, is that one was just helping me build confidence, pushing me a little bit outside my comfort zone, encouraging me to try new things. She also would help me identify when things were going well. So like, look at your enthusiasm, look at the engagement, and it would make me realize, okay, those are the things in the future that I need to look for in my career.
She has changed and evolved where she is an IT director now, and she got energized when she started doing that.
Why is it so important to play to your strengths and find meaningful and purposeful work?
It's a win for the employee because they love what they're doing, they're fulfilled, they're adding value, they feel successful in their role. And it's a win for the company too because they're seeing the value come out of you in that role because you are being very successful in it.
As we just saw with Lynn, Richard, and Shayla, self-actualization is a journey that can drive mutual benefit and employees to realize the potential in themselves to lead more fulfilling lives. Thanks for watching this episode of The Picture. We hope this gives you a different look at the positive stories happening right here in our community. See you next Sunday.